contest consisting of 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. Between on my right and in the red corner, presented by his manager, Gorgeous George. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendo Nagasaki. His opponent on my left and in the blue corner, the Kung Fu fighter from Worcester, Judo Pete Roberts.
Thank you, Mike Judd, and here we go for our second and main bout of the afternoon's program of 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide. Kendo Nagasaki with his manager, Gorgeous George. There they are. Nagasaki, who doesn't wrestle in that for the uninitiated. That comes off and he wrestles in the striped mask. See if we can get a close-up of him and those red eyes of his that often show up red if you're lucky enough to be watching on a color set. Of course, he won't look at us when you want him to. There's the sword being handed out. No ritual today, apparently. Max Ward already warning Gorgeous George. And Kung Fu Pete Roberts waiting patiently to get on with the first round. The crowd too waiting patiently to get on with the first round.
Second out, first round.
Finally we get ahead. First round of 6, 2 falls to decide it. Nagasaki in the usual mask and of course tights and wrestling gear generally. Pete Roberts, Kung Fu and Judo expert. Well, Judo anyway. Kung Fu, he's picked up quite a few moves in Kung Fu since he's been away in Japan and Korea recently. That's why we haven't seen him for so long on the small screen. But it's nice to welcome back Pete Roberts, a great wrestler. And he's got so many different styles, this Pete. Apart from freestyle wrestling, he uses his Judo quite a bit. He's a Judo black belt. And now he's just come back from Japan and Korea. He really knows a few Kung Fu moves. I don't think it's ever a hope that we'll see him up against Kung Fu, the wrestler, because he's much heavier. He's 14 stone 7. Giving away about 10 pounds to Nagasaki here this afternoon. So head scissors now, Nagasaki. And Max Ward, the referee, is going to have to watch a bit closely on this one, I reckon. Not that there'll be any trouble from Pete Roberts. The great sportsman he is. He doesn't need to bend the rules at all. Nagasaki going for that backhammer from the top. Opposite arm to lever it back slowly to get the shoulder press. Nagasaki getting up a little fast there, but it didn't last, did it? Oh yes, Pete Roberts threatening that double chop there, double-handed chop. If that lands right, it could be curtains for Nagasaki. Just 2 minutes left in this round one. And a great fine attempt there by Pete Roberts. I don't think he's doing him much good at the moment because that side headlock's still on. Well, maybe it helps get him out of it. Full-on body check, but he almost followed up there. Again, the side head chancery to Nagasaki. I think he's vainly trying to turn it into a grommet here, but he can't do it. Back to the chancery underneath there. Oh. Quite illegal, that last chop. Less than a minute now in round one. And Roberts coming in with the chops here. And the hair hold. For want of a better expression. That's thrown by the hair, that was. And now it's Max Ward going for Pete Roberts, retaliating. Half a minute. Roberts willing to agree to a single figure interlock there, but Nagasaki backs out. They agree to a double. And it's a straight arm lift position for Nagasaki. There's 6 seconds to go. All this after the bell. Pete Roberts gets posted head first after the bell. And now he's pretty mad. Yeah, he can't wait to get out. Going with round two here. Bit angry now, Roberts. Well, he's only got about 3 seconds to wait.
Second round, round two.
Round two, 5 to go, no score. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide this winner. Kendo Nagasaki at 15 stone 3. Pete Roberts at 14-7. Roberts, of course, in the normal wrestling trunks with a white stripe down the side and his initials on the front. We'll see in a minute. Roberts really going with that chancery there. And fall with a back elbow on the throat. And again the hair, this time Nagasaki. An excellent posting there by him. But he attacked too early, says referee Max Ward, and therefore a severe warning, a reprimand. And a public warning for that attack on the ropes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has given his first public warning to Kendo Nagasaki.
And with that public warning to Kendo Nagasaki, he throws Roberts again, this time legally, and Roberts out on our table. Going around to find the steps to climb back in again. And that's what the crowd think of Kendo Nagasaki. Oh yes, getting Nagasaki out too. Oh, on the apron. Quite illegal, so it's got to be a public warning to Roberts for doing that. Fighting outside the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round two, the referee has given his first public warning to Judo Pete Roberts.
Well, there's Roberts really angry now. It's seldom you see Roberts lose his cool. The crowd are right with him. The crowd here at Pickett's Lock in Edmonton and London would very much like to see Peter Roberts bring this one off. Oh, I hope Roberts doesn't land one of those for Nagasaki's sake. Just a minute left now in the second. One public warning each, but no score.
Roberts. One again.
Maxwell quite determined this time. Just half a minute left on Nagasaki, really taking over. Roberts getting that whip beautifully out of that whip so neatly. And waiting for that inside hand chop again. And a posting that didn't quite come off, and Nagasaki comes back with the impetus of the posting. And almost on the bell now as that knee comes up once again. Kendo Nagasaki, this man who has been after the British title for so long, but nobody's sure he's British. Gorgeous George, his manager there with him, with the makeup there, assures me that he should be able to have a go at the title, and one day he'll have his mask off in order to prove that he is.
Second goal, round 3.
Well, maybe it's today. We'll see as we continue with round 3, 4 rounds to go. No score, but one public warning each. And how Nagasaki has got away with just one public warning, I don't know. A little bit early again, and again, and again. Still no further public warning, just a definite private one. Reaching for the hair again, he's got it. Oh yeah. If those Nagasaki fingers were really in the mouth, that would be surely another public warning. But the referee not sure. There's a man on the ropes all this time. But this time Roberts got the foot beautifully. Now, single leg Boston Roberts. With just 2 minutes gone in round 3, the first fall, a submission fall to Pete Roberts over Nagasaki. That made the crowd very happy indeed. But there's 3 rounds to go, and Gorgeous George may be complaining to the referee. In fact, he should be considering himself very lucky that his man Nagasaki has not got more than 1 public warning yet. Gorgeous George has got to go, and Nagasaki has got to restart. Roberts can't wait to get at him to try that same leg. Illegal there. Illegal use of the top rope. And a second public warning for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 4, the referee has given his second and final public warning to Pete Roberts.
I don't think I've ever seen Pete Roberts in the ring before when he's got 2 public warnings, let alone against a man like Nagasaki. But he has today. And Nagasaki's right leg worrying him now. If Roberts can get at it quick, he might just get the second fall and make it a 2-0 win for him. He's got it. A little more illegal use of the ropes here. If Roberts is not careful, he'll get disqualified. He hasn't got any more public warnings to go. And the mask almost off, but Nagasaki trying to cover his face in case he comes up over the nose. And Roberts turning on the referee there. Crowd coming to ringside, hoping to see that mask off. And Roberts going out. Now how well has he landed? Didn't look too good. Tried to make it on his feet, but I'm afraid he didn't. And he may not make it. He's out. He's out. He got the first fall, but it's a knockout to Nagasaki in the 4th. And not a good landing by Pete Roberts on the floor then.
It's obvious that kung fu fighter Pete Roberts couldn't beat anybody, let alone the only unbeaten wrestler left in the world. Mighty Mouse, mysterious and notorious Nagasaki.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Roberts having failed to beat the count, the winner, Kendo Nagasaki.
And having done that, sir, why not a crack at the championship? Why not a crack at the man that he's beaten before and he can beat again, Tony Sinclair? This man is the rightful heavyweight champion of Great Britain.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gorgeous George says that Kendo Nagasaki has already defeated Tony Sinclair, the British champion, so why can't he have a crack?
Beat anybody with them kind of tactics.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Pete Roberts says, so rightly says, you can defeat anybody with the sort of tactics you just employed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that everyone here will give a big round of applause for the Kung Fu fighter, Judo